Raiders Broncos on EA Sports. We're a mile high here in Denver as we get set for today's matchup.
The running back position today manned by a couple of stars of the sport. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing, isn't it, to do a game where it's all about the running backs. Meant to talk about how good the quarterback is, and aren't they special? Well, these two running backs are special, and we see it each week how they play, but also we see it how the offenses are designed. It is around the running backs.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. First down at the 20. Michael Rivera with the reception.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Down on the field. Almost intercepted that time. Here's a look at how the Raiders offense, a coach's dream a week ago, as this team never turned over the football once.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
And off the mark on that short throw. And now here's the Broncos defensive lineup. Their strength right up front. Their ability to stop the run. Currently in the top 10 in the league. The Raiders at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Playing press coverage to the outside. The Raiders snap it at the 41. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
The Raiders don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
And that's a gain of 10.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
First down at the 37. Oh, it almost picked off that time. Here's a look at the Broncos offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. And now they'll try over again on second down. Outside now on the toss. Anderson's met at the 37. And now here's the Raiders defensive lineup. They've done a great job against the pass this season. It's third down coming up. Anderson's lined up as the single back. Easy catch there. No one near him. Set up now at the 42. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Anderson's going to take the handoff now. That's second down coming up.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Alden Smith with the quarterback takedown.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
It'll be third down. The Raiders will come out in the dime. Osweiler's going to take it from the gun. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Raiders bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
First down at the 20. Latavius Murray makes the catch. Ward that time in on the tackle.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The Raiders snap it up at the 26. Wears all over that offense and brings him down.
The Broncos guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
The Raiders are at the line facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Raiders take it from the 23. Rivera is able to grab it. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
First down at the 31. Heaving it down the field. What a one-handed catch.
That is an impressive play, no doubt about it. And nowadays, from these receivers, we see one of these every single game. Hey, these guys are good.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Handoff. Running right through the trenches.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Murray's got it on the handoff. Brought down by Ware.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
Only 10 yards to go to the end zone.
Third down and 2.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. Talib's there to take him down.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Coming to the line at the 3. First and goal from the 3. Murray's handed the football. Von Miller ends the play.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Second and goal from the 2.
Go run it off the toss. Runs it across. Touchdown. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've grabbed the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, things have been rough so far, haven't they? It's been fun to watch. Each team is being very competitive and physical, but that's a nice thing to do, to score that touchdown and get a lead here late in the first.
The point after try is in the books. The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. They're setting up the return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
First down at the 25. Toss to the outside. And that's good for only a yard or two.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Osweiler's lining up in the pistol. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. On the way, third down. The Broncos go with two tight ends on this play. Catch made by Demaryius Thomas. Anderson's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Wide to the left. Woodson's there that time for the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down following the run. Osweiler set in the pistol. Feeds him again. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field. Third and short. Anderson's taking the handoff. They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Broncos bring in an extra tight end for this play. Muscles through the defender. With the lead and their defense making plays like that, this is shaping up to be a very positive second quarter.
And they got it rolling, don't they, on both sides of the ball. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this, be aggressive. Go for the score as quick as you can on the offensive side.
First down at the 21. Murray's going to secure the handoff. Second down coming up. Murray's going to take the handoff now. And gains about one.
Murray's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Press coverage all the way. Carr's ready for the snap, empty backfield. Third and 9. Going for the deep ball. Very nearly intercepted.
On the offensive side with his third long, all you want to prevent is the turnover. You did that, so it's a victory for the offense.
Touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Broncos were moving the football the last time they had it, only to give the football away on the pick. Let's see how they do it this time.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation for the offense. You get a little confidence and you're moving the football, and then the turnover just changes everything. So you got to find a way to get your confidence going again.
After that grab, it's now second down and 2. Looks like they're in press coverage here. Anderson's the receiver on the screen. Keeps his legs moving for about 4.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Looking long. There's a flag out. The defense will take the penalty.
We see it so often nowadays. All quarterbacks moving around the pocket. That time he gets outside the pocket, but as he looks down the field, nowhere to throw it, nobody open. Just another incomplete pass.
Now 1st and 10. Pass is intercepted. And not only does their defense protect the lead, they force the interception and give their offense a chance to increase the advantage before halftime.
Good job by the defense. You know what they did? They just put more self-doubt into the opponent's offense. They're going to have a hard time snapping out of this today.
Loss of a couple that time. And here's the toss. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 15. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. The Raiders have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. 1st down and 10. Von Miller gets to the quarterback.
Nice job that time for the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Playing press coverage to the outside. The Raiders from the 22. Murray's got it on the handoff. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line.
Cards alone in the backfield.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Going to be a penalty here. 3rd down after the penalty. Carr set, empty backfield. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Scanning the field. Thought about it. Pump fake. And it's batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
And he converts here on the field goal try. How important was it, Phil, to add another 3 to the lead before the intermission?
And you got to look at the team that's trailing right now. You got to go in at halftime and change what you're doing, because what you've been doing so far, it hasn't worked.
The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
And it's incomplete.
I think the coach has got to call more of these plays. That's a good job of at least trying to get the big play, but they cannot get the completion on that long throw.
The Raiders come out in a dime package. We'll throw it over the middle.
The defense has really done a good job here in this drive. They got this offense in a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if they can convert it.
3rd and 10 coming up. The Broncos need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. Osweiler standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. Latimer's got the catch and the first. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. As we near halftime, that was a much-needed touchdown that suddenly gets this team mentally and even on the scoreboard right back into this game, Phil.
It changed everything, Jim, didn't it? I mean, it changed the fans, the way they're looking at the game, the coaches, the players. It's amazing. One play, and look what it did to this football game.
Ross has got it. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line.
The Raiders put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play on third down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points. Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
That pass play wasn't good for much. So now it's 2nd down and 9. The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
There's some shifting around in the backfield.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
2nd down and 9. Michael Rivera with the reception.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
1st down here. Murray's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Amari Cooper has the catch. Mark him down for another reception.
Well, that's a good route that time by the receiver. They call that a post route, and they call it a post route because he is running towards the goal post. Nice throw and catch.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Final 30 seconds of the first half, and it's 2nd down. Carr comes out in the pistol. 2nd and 8. Launches it down the field, and they can't connect.
Deep passes in the NFL, they always serve a purpose. You're not always going to get the completion, but at least it gets the defense thinking that you will try some long throws down the field.
The Raiders have to get to the 41 for a first.
3rd down and 8.
Vaughn Miller has him behind the line of scrimmage.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing, they're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on 3rd down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
Carr's back in shotgun formation. Throws the pass. He'll pick up 7 this time. The Raiders call a timeout. Their first. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Powell's on the right side, split out wide. 2nd and 3. Holmes hauls it in, and now he'll dip out of bounds.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. We'll switch sides and take a break as the first half comes to a close here in the Mile High City. Welcome back to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Jim Nance, Phil Simms, and Danielle Bellini here for the start of the second half. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Broncos getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive. The Broncos look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
The Broncos have it at the 44. Anderson's met at the 44.
They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Got drilled as he throws it.
Now, careful, you can throw that out the window. Now it's time to be aggressive, take a chance, and put the defense on edge. Can you do that and give your team a chance to still win this game?
Osweiler's going to be in the pistol here. The Broncos have it at the 44.
And it's swatted away.
They have been outstanding today as a third down defense, Phil, even now into the third quarter.
Pressure on the quarterback will make you an outstanding defense on third down. And also on the other side, the offensive line, they are just having a terrible day.
Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20.
The Raiders come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
First down at the 20.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Now makes the move to the right.
Ward that time in on the tackle. The Raiders lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. Murray's had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side.
Third down now.
The Raiders come out with a split backfield.
Looking across the middle.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath.
The Raiders are going to have to punt.
That return's good for about 7. The Broncos didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offense.
He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
I don't know what the coach did at halftime there, Phil. Threw the clipboard against the wall or did something. But this team has responded, coming right out and scoring a touchdown early in the third quarter.
Well, listen, whatever he did, I'm glad he did it because it's made this game more exciting and closer, and I can't wait to see what happens.
And they can't connect.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
The Raiders set at the line. Dime package. Osweiler's running away from the pressure.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
And Sanders is stopped there.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First and goal. Anderson's handed the football.
And it's Curtis Lofton who makes the play.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You've got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now. Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick. Defense crowd the line of scrimmage. Look out, this could be a blitz.
3rd and goal from the 1.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Well, the defense knew that they were probably going to see a run here in 3rd and goal. And what do? It doesn't matter. They still get blown off the line of scrimmage by the offensive line. Nice job.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff.
They'll take it at the 20. The Raiders offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You put this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest. That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The wide receiver in motion. Second and 10. Launching it deep.
Flag is out.
Well, it's a tight game up to this point. You got 3rds long. You're losing by a few points. You can't win the game on this play, but I'll tell you what, you can sure lose it. If you force this football down the field, you have a turnover, it could be the end of the game.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. 1st and 10. Scans the field. Rivera is able to grab it. Brought down by Ware.
The Raiders just picked up a big 1st down that time, Jim. When you're down in the 2nd half, every 1st down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
1st down at the 39. Powell's taking the handoff.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders from the 37.
Von Miller gets to the quarterback.
I would have thought by the 3rd quarter that maybe this offense would have solved the riddle, but once again, they're taken off the field here.
I think we both thought that they would solve this somewhere here in the 3rd quarter, but you know what? Once again, we are wrong. It was another bad drive and a bad job on 3rd down, and they march off the field one more time.
And no return here as they'll down it.
The Broncos offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
They'll meet him this time behind the line.
The Broncos running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The Broncos will approach this play from out of the pistol.
2nd down and a long way to go. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
That's what you want to do. Just get a 1st down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
The Raiders defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Time for the hurry-up offense.
The Broncos from the 32.
Here's the quick toss.
He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
The Broncos, they never back off. That first down, they got a small lead here in the second half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
First down at the 43.
And it's knocked down.
We're going to the fourth quarter. Defense has been the order of the day, and it's kind of unfortunate, but one of them is going to come up short when it's all said and done, Phil.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. The defenses have dominated. I just love the way they played with so much, they're being so physical and so much emotion. That's how you play defense. This has been a clinic by both teams today. Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 3rd and 10.
Osweiler's on the move. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas.
There's the offense picking up another first down on 3rd down.
That's another reception. Give him 2.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
He'll throw it over the middle. Intercepted.
He's brought to a halt. Not much time left, and off the interception, the offense in perfect position to get right back into the game.
Well, that was a nice interception. The defense was aggressive. Now it's time for the offense to come out and do the same thing. Take a chance and try to get that score.
First down at the 20. They'll go ground. Howell's tackled right at the 20.
Press coverage all the way.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
2nd down and 10. Throws the pass.
Murray's one of the best route runners in the NFL. That time, he runs a curl route. That's probably the first one he ever learned as a young kid, and he did it right on time that time and makes a nice catch and picks up good yards, just short of getting the first down.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
They'll go no huddle.
The Raiders get a first down.
The Raiders, good job that time, moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Double tight end formation. First and 5. And it's batted down. Second down here.
Carr set, empty backfield.
Wants to go deep. And there's a great catch. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
What a nice job by the receiver. There's the long throw down the field. He runs, he looks it in, makes the catch, and scores.
And so from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points.
Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff. It'll be a touchback.
The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better. Good job that time by the defense. They let the quarterback get outside the pocket, but they stay in place, they show their discipline, and there's nowhere to throw it.
2nd and 10. Vernon Davis hauls it in.
The Broncos did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
1st and 10. Looking long. It's intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
Loss of 4 on the play. The Raiders now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
First down here after the run. Looks like they're in press coverage here. It's a 2 tight end formation. Reese is going to secure the handoff. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. He'll take the snap about midway through the 4th. Stewart's in on the tackle.
Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job at the offensive line.
The Raiders come to the line. First down marker at the 40.
And the throw, it's incomplete.
Aggressive call by the defense. They stopped the offense. Now they got them in 4th down, and let's see if their offense can come out and maybe win the game here late in the 4th quarter.
And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner.
The Broncos offense rebound after throwing an interception the last time they were on the field.
Now, that interception we saw in the last drive, let's be honest, it was awful. I mean, it was just a bad decision, bad throw, and it was such a bad throw, I'm surprised the defensive player caught it. Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. From the gun. And intercepted.
Lofton, such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
First down at the 35. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Coming to the line at the 36-yard line.
We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry.
The Raiders snap it at the 36. Ward that time in on the tackle. The defense stops the clock.
That last play was a run. 3rd down coming up. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. 3rd and 9. Knocked down as he fires it.
The Raiders really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
No good. An empty trip for the offense.
So many times when you see these field goal kickers miss it, it's just about mechanics. What was it? Were the steps wrong? Did he plant his foot in the right spot? And you got to hit that football in the perfect spot, too. A little bit of everything went wrong that time.
The Broncos in quite a battle here in the fourth. The score's 21-14. First down at the 41. Tackle made by Smith that time.
Hey, it's late in the game. You just can't pass every time, even you're losing. So good job that time by the offense. They throw the running play in there, and it gets a big gain. Good call.
The Broncos are coming off a one-sided win a week ago, but they trail in a nail-biter here, Phil.
Yeah, last week's game, that doesn't happen too often in the NFL to just blow a team out. So this is what this league is all about. Close games and playing tough in these kind of moments.
Phil, it's third down. They are in four-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback. Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
The give this time to the fullback. Mack that time in on the tackle. The defense accepts the penalty.
Well, in a situation like this, there's no decision. Fourth and long, near midfield. You're losing by a few points in the fourth quarter. Punt the football away.
The Raiders with two extra defensive backs in the dime. Thomas is going to pull in the bullet pass. First down. Pressure on every snap now.
Managing that clock, such a big deal in the NFL. That's why they're hurrying up. Don't use that timeout. Keep those timeouts because that is going to maybe give you a chance to win the game.
And he steps out of the field of play. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. 2nd and 3. Toss to the outside. This is an almost must-convert scenario. Third down coming up here in the late stages. Yes, that's four-down territory, but you don't want to face make or break at this point.
Yeah, on the defensive side, now it's time for the coach to do his job. Be aggressive. Call a defense that the offense has not seen so far today. If you do that, I think you'll catch him by surprise.
Has his man, and he'll step out. Well, the defense was trying to come up with the big stop there, but the offense is able to keep the chains moving.
Well, there's just no panic in the offense when you see what they've done so far here today, Jim. They kept their heads about them, and they just calmly executed that third down play. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Boy, that was some hit that time to knock the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football.
Osweiler's got it in the gun. Finds Thomas. Thomas tackled down after a gain of 10. This is a big third down snap.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. The coach is going to go for it. Crucial play here. Fourth down on the way. Justin tucked in on the tackle.
It's one of the real pressure moments of this game. The defense had him in fourth down and then gives up the first.
How about all that pressure on the offense?
Denver in for the score. Osweiler's up to 25 touchdown passes on the season.
Driving extra point is good.
It's as tight as it can be. The game all square in the final moments.
Yeah, when the game gets in this situation, Jim, which coach has the courage to call that play that's a little daring? They could backfire, but if it doesn't, it gives you a chance to win the game.
Ross has got a chance to return this one.
And he spins away.
Ray's in on the tackle. And a run back of about 3.
The Raiders take the field. The game is tied. And can this offense drive down and win it for them?
Yeah, you got to be alert on the offensive side in situations like this. The defense knows they can't give up yards. They can't give up points. So look for them to take chances and be very aggressive.
Murray's got it on the screen. Good work by the defense. This will be a loss of 3.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
The Raiders come to the line, fourth quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Second down and 13. And Cooper is able to get hold of it.
That's a gain of 10. The Raiders, 1 timeout remaining.
Third down.
Cars set, empty backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
Going deep. Intercepted.
The defense has done its job. Now can the offense do theirs, Phil? Coming off an interception in the fourth.
And I know they got some plays that they haven't used in this game yet. Bring them out right now, make the play, and win this game.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Airing it out. And the pass is picked by Woodson. So here in overtime, the rules change. If you receive the ball first and get a touchdown, the game is over. However, if you take the ball down on your first drive and only manage a field goal, the other team will have a chance to tie or win the game. And if both teams get field goals on their opening drives, the next team to score from there will win the game. The Broncos will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
And here we have second down. The give. Back that time. In on the tackle.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Anderson's in the backfield. Single back set.
Now 1st and 10. Osweiler's taking off. Has it right on the sideline, inbounds. That's another reception, giving him 2.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Anderson's ready to run off the screen.
Good yardage picked up on that call.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
Three-step drop. Dan Williams with the sack.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power. And it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
Loss of 3 on the play. Anderson's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. The Broncos have it at the 29.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Failing to connect there, 3rd down.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Anderson's going to take the handoff now.
He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
Well, that last play almost got him in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios.
It's a walk-off touchdown